Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts LeeSilber and Ellen Goodwin.
Welcome to another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your co-host Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host
LeeSilber.
Hey Lee, how you doing?
Really good. Really
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. Lee and I are still recording far, far away from each other. Well, not that far away, but we're certainly not in the studio. But it's good to be back together. And, today I want to talk about something that people are experiencing perhaps for the first time. And that's like they're not commuting anywhere. They're still working at home. And the average commute for most people is 26 minutes each way, which means all of a sudden they've got 26 minutes in the morning and 26 minutes, give or take, every day, so twice a day, that before they were stuck in a car, in a bus, in a train, whatever, and now they've got this 52 minutes. So my suggestion is break it in half, 26 minutes, and start doing things that are going to change both your life, your work, and your brain.
I think a lot of people, though, I'm going to play devil's advocate. I know you hate that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Where some people miss the commute because it was their time to decompress from work. It was their time to catch up on calls. It was their time. So it wasn't, in a lot of cases, it wasn't wasted time. It was very actually efficient. So there is that. But I would say that when you have that extra 26 to 50 something minutes, and for some people it's even longer, all those things you said, God, I just wish I had the time to. You put them all, most people say, make a list. I say, forget the list. Write one per index card, make a stack, and just say, this week I'm going to do this that I've always wanted to do but never had the time. And now I have the time. And it could be a project that you wanted to get done for your professional life. It could be something personal that you've always said, if only I had time to read. And then you get that book that you've always wanted to read, you download it, you buy it, whatever. It's by LeeSilber. It's called, no, and there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think there's so many things you could do. You could learn, just like you said, learn something new. If you learn to dance, go on YouTube and find a dance video and learn to do it. And, dance like no one's watching, because really nobody wants to see that if it's me. But dancing is so great for your brain, learning a routine, all that. And dancing makes you laugh. It makes you feel better. Learn a new language or learn to juggle. All of those things work with your brain. And anytime you improve your brain functioning, it travels over to all different parts of your life.
And you ask me, and I know you ask me this every session, but how you doing? And I'm doing great. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. That 26 minutes, 50 minutes, and YouTube. It's those two things. One, I have found my inner handyman. I am your handyman.
Yeah.
The handyman can. And two, it's only because I watch YouTube videos and I'm pushing myself. I have fixed things that have been sitting, on my, I don't even like to call it a honey-do list because that seems very old school. But
right.
A list. I had a list of things that I wanted to either repair or make better or change, and I've done them all. And getting that off of your plate feels so good. I don't walk around the house saying, oh man, I got to do that. There's nothing left. In fact, I'm going to break something so that I can fix it because I enjoy those little projects where you're learning something new on YouTube. I mean, I'm challenging myself to do something I've never done before.
Right.
I'm taking care of something that wasn't working properly. Now it works properly. And it's off of my mind. It's just done. Oh, I can't tell you, people out there, you will love this. It's the best feeling ever to walk around your house and everything is better.
That's great. So in the same vein as YouTube, take some of that time, that 26 minutes, 52 minutes, crack yourself up. Watch videos of animals, cute animals. Watch comedians. Watch scenes from movies that make you laugh, but just laugh. And you always hear that thing about adults don't laugh nearly as much as they used to when they were kids. So change that. make yourself laugh. Maybe you want to read books by comedians. You can watch funny movies, but find a way to make yourself laugh, because that's another way your brain gets strengthened, your cognitive function. You can heal yourself. It works for depression. YouTube is magic.
You know, I find myself, like a lot of people, I want to be informed. I want to know what's going on. So I watch the news or the news channels or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's like eating potato chips. When I turn off the TV, yeah, I spend an hour, but I feel empty inside. Like I don't feel good. And so I've found that, you know, finding some distraction, you got to stay informed. You got to know what's going on. We'll talk about planning in future episodes. And how do you plan if you're not informed? You can't make informed decisions without the information. But at the same point, I find too much of that is just drags you down. You start to catastrophize. You start to see the worst in everything. And then you throw your hands up. Why do I even bother? We don't want to get to that place. We want to be where, yeah, it's bad. I get it.
It's bad. Yeah.
But I'm going to make this work. I'm going to find a solution. You got to keep that part of your brain focused on the positive and possible versus what we hear sometimes, which sounds just like it's the end of the world.
Right. I'm doing, I call it intermittent Facebooking, and that applies to news as well. You know, intermittent fasting, you have certain times during the day you can eat. Well, intermittent Facebooking and news, it means that I can't turn stuff on until 2 o'clock. That's my own self-imposed. So I've got full morning until 2 o'clock where I control what I'm bringing in. And we're going to talk about that in a future episode. But I have one more thing that you could be doing with your 26 minutes or your 52 minutes. And that is do more of what you're already doing that you enjoy. So maybe you like to read, then keep reading, read more. Maybe you have a hobby you enjoy. Work on that more. If you have a pet, spend more time with your pets. Figure out something you already enjoy doing. Use that extra time to enjoy it even more.
Narrow and deep, right? That's what we used to say, narrow and deep, because keep adding new things, you become, just scattered, distracted, and just in a sense, you're not getting enough of anything. So There you go, narrow and deep.
There you go. So if you're not commuting, you've got quote unquote extra time. Here's some great ideas to really make the best of that time. Always make sure you fit in a few minutes to listen to the Faster, Easier, Better show. And we'll be back with you again next week. Remember to like, review, and enjoy our show.